So the next demo is sending an email when a review is created. So let's say I've created my my new content. I've filled it all out. Content. I'm ready for publishing it, and I want to select a reviewer. So I go in and I'll select myself for the sake of the demo, and I'll start a review. How does the reviewer find out, right? Typical way to achieve this is via email, but again, it could be Slack, it could be Trello, depending on your exact workflow. So I start a review, and again, I've got Zapier here with a Zap that sends an email to the approver when the review is created. So again, I catch a hook, and again, that's sending to a URL that is in Content Hub there. And then I've got some JavaScript here that's pulling out the variables again that I'm interested in. So the name of the thing to be reviewed and the approvers of the review, because it's the review that's being sent to me. Sorry, so this is the name of the review here. And then I do a little bit of very simple bit of code to pull off the reviewers, put them in some JSON, and then I have a send outbound email step that sends, you can set the subject and you can set the body of the email. So if I already sent that review, didn't I? So the email should already be there, and there it is. So my that's the one I sent just before. Okay, so my approval is required here. If I send and I click on the link from my email that says click here to review the items, that takes me back into the that takes the approver now. So I'm the approving user into the hub in the my approvals view, and I can see that approval that just came up here. I can click the approve button from there. Obviously I go into the item first really, and then I can I check the item, and or it might be a page, or it might be a content item, whatever it might be. I can approve it from here, and that's my approval workflow done. The third quick demo here is that if this item here also requires me to translate the content into different languages, and you can see how this could get quite complicated, like the English version that needs approval, and then only after that approval I send it to translation, that gets translated. All the translations might need to get approval, and then there could be a publish step coordinating all those items at the same time, or maybe the English one goes first, and then the other translations can follow. It's all customizable. Maybe they all get expired together, maybe not, right? That's all stuff you can set up. So if I now mark this with a tag translate, that is like a custom workflow stage basically that oops, I think that's because I've got two browsers going on here. Let's just refresh that. Two browser tabs going on at the same time because I was pretending to be two users. Let's reopen this one. So if to create like a custom workflow stage, the easiest way to do that is through a tag. So there's some built-in stages for draft and approved. This is approved, of course. Let's start with a new item. It's going to be simpler to demonstrate this. So I'll start with my second article. So here's my English text, and I will I'll add a tag for translate. So that's like my custom workflow stage basically. I got draft, approval, published stages in the system, but if I want to add custom workflow stages, the easiest way to do that is to have a well-known tag like translate, and that says, okay, I want to put this in the translate stage, and again I've got a Zap that makes that happen. So I create a Trello card to translate a content item, Yeah, I needed to turn that on. Okay, so I'll need to do that again. So again, I catch the hook, and in this case, I have 2 steps to create Trello cards. One to create a translation in French, one to create a translation in German, and typically these would be assigned to, the German would be assigned to the German translator, the French one assigned to the French translator, and you can set up some various different settings here like colors and which Trello board to send it to and so forth. So I will just so if I update this one, I'll create that, I'll send that event again so that the translator will get an update after I've set the hook. I turn the hook back on again there, right? So there we go. What you see in the Trello board is here I've got my 2 cards for the translators can come in here, they can do their thing, they can follow the link here to get to the item, or it could take the entire item and it could parse it, it can send it to their translation system, so it's already in the translation system ready for them to translate, and then when they're done they can finish the Trello card and it could be sent in the reverse direction into Content Hub, or customizable. So that's what I wanted to show. There's another example around there about around expiry and expiring on a schedule. So you can also in Zapier set up a schedule so that a month later you check the content or you expired or whatever. But I'll leave you to look at that separately. That's all I have. Thank you very much.